Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sylvia D'Silva. In today's video, you will be watching me paint this abstract painting while I will also talk about different art styles and whether or not your art style is legit, if it is good. So before I start, let me just say I have this painting available and it is framed. So if you're interested, do leave me a message or a comment, or you can send me an email. If you're interested in prints, let me know. I will get back to you on that information. So all you have to do is message me. So let's get started with this one. I've recently discovered that a lot of people think a certain kind of art is not art. Like when they talk about photorealism, for example, when you see photorealistic paintings, people say that it's not really art, you're just copying what's in an image. So I used to think that too about photorealism, but as I discovered realism and painting, I found that it's really not that easy. And of course, it is a form of art. Art is subjective. We can see so many different styles, but when it comes to photorealism, it's not really that easy replicating an image. So you can't say it's not art. People in the 18th century or even long before that started with making paintings of rulers, of kings, and you can see so many portraits made. That is how they gave a different dimension to that. It was much better than a photo, and that's how this realism thing started. And now you can see that so many photos are made into works of art by these artists, and they give a whole new look to it and make it so much better than the photo is. And I think it is something that you have to give a chance, because every form of art is in some way expressive. So when I started off, I started with abstracts, and yes, a lot of people told me it's not art, you're just throwing paint on a canvas, anyone can do that. But I wasn't just throwing paint on a canvas, I was using techniques, I was creating different textures, and it is not as easy as it looks once you take paint onto the canvas. Once you start working with it, that is when you realize how much you need to manipulate these paints to create a piece of art. You can't just, it's not just throwing paint on a canvas. You can see abstract art on YouTube. Just look for abstract art and you will see so many different videos, so many different techniques. And that's how you have to stay open to certain art forms and not just say that it's not art. So I've also seen people criticize digital art, and it is maybe because of lack of knowledge, and people think that it's just photo manipulation. But digital art is not really just photo manipulation. You can see that people make paintings digitally, but the only difference is they are not using paints, they are not using a canvas, but still they are doing it from scratch. They are drawing, they are adding layers of paint, even if it is digital. And it is a real form of art. People are expressing things. If you don't believe that, just look at digital art painting videos and you will see the different kinds of techniques used in digital painting, and it's a very, very big genre, and there is so much to learn from it. And yeah, the main reason people shy away from these is because of the criticism. So all I have to tell you is people will forever keep criticizing no matter what you do, because that's human nature, and some people just can't stop themselves, so they will continue criticizing you for everything you do. So it doesn't really matter. All you have to do is, if you're enjoying your style of painting, just continue doing that. So there is a lot of, if you just look on the internet and search for different forms of art, you'll see so many different kinds. There is no name for everything. There is that many different kinds of art. So if you love what you're doing, just continue doing it. It is not easy, just following one thing and listening to criticism, but you have to be thick-skinned to be in this business. So just continue doing what you're doing. I'd also like to talk about contemporary art, and there is so much debate going on the subject, and I wouldn't really comment much on it because I don't quite understand it, but I do value techniques and traditional art over contemporary art. And I also found out that there are certain contemporary art galleries that shame artists who are still doing the traditional form of art, and that is definitely not right. I also read about this incident where a guy dropped his wallet by mistake in an art gallery, a contemporary art gallery, and he went out. He realized his wallet is missing, so he came back in and found a bunch of people gathered around his wallet, staring at it, thinking it's contemporary art, which is kind of ridiculous. So all I have to say is, if you find art galleries or come across art galleries who are shaming your art and saying, contemporary art is the in thing right now, I would just say don't let it bother you. Just continue what you're doing. If you love it, it's beautiful, and just concentrate more on improving your techniques and doing more. And there are definitely people who appreciate your kind of art, and continue doing that. So don't be disheartened, offended, or discouraged. Just continue doing what you're doing. Stay true to yourself, and I've told this several times. Just don't forget why you started painting in the first place. Have a great day. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And my upcoming videos are going to be paint with me videos. So I'm going to make small paintings which you can paint along with me, so that you get started with painting and learn more. Don't forget to tap that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video.